Today on Mom vs. Pin Pumpkin Edition, pumpkin apple fruit leather. Bring it on, Pin. Bring it on. So here is what you're going to need for these apple pumpkin fruit roll-ups. You're going to need 1½ cups of applesauce, a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and the recipe also calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. I don't have any allspice, so I'm just going to leave that out. You need 1 cup of 100% pure pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie filling, 3 tablespoons of honey, a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. Then you're also going to need to preheat your oven to 170 degrees, and then the most important thing you're going to need for this recipe is time. This recipe calls for 6 hours of baking because you're actually dehydrating this mixture. So it's a cold, dreary day here in Southern Illinois, so I figured, you know what? I will go ahead and do this. I have lots of time and I'm not going anywhere. So let's get to the stove and get cooking. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna put everything in a saucepan. So we're gonna add the pumpkin first. Turn the heat down a little bit. Then we're gonna add the applesauce. Right, we're going to add our spices, and I'll add the honey last. So we're going to add our cinnamon. I'm sure this is going to make my house smell so good, especially for the 6 hours it's cooking. And the nutmeg. And when I read up what allspice was, the only thing that was missing out of here was cloves. I am not a huge cloves fan, and I wasn't sure how much to put in, so I figured, you know what, I don't think it's going to hurt anything by leaving the allspice out. Last but not least, we're going to add the honey. Now, I grew up eating fruit roll-ups as a kid, and I loved them. So I'm sure these will be amazing as well. Well, at least I hope they'll be amazing. So fingers crossed that they turn out good. I don't know if Cully is going to eat these or not because I am dealing with a picky 5-year-old. So what it says to do next is we're going to cook this for 5 minutes over medium-low heat. So we're going to get this cooking for 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm going to cook this for 5 minutes and I will be back and I will show you what you have to do next. Alright, so my apple pumpkin mixture has cooked for 5 minutes. I'm not sure if it cooks it at all or if it just kind of heats it up so it's easier to spread. So that's what it looks like, and my house smells so good. So next thing you're going to do, it says you're going to pour it onto your lined cookie sheet. Get all that apple pumpkin goodness out of there. It really smells good with these spices. My house smells like fall yet again. Somebody asked me the other day if I ever get tired of pumpkin, and I kind of looked at them, you know, like, what do you mean, tired of pumpkin? No, I never get tired of pumpkin. So wow, this smells really good, you guys. All right, so we're gonna spread this out. It says to spread it out into a nice even layer. It actually says, after you get it on the pan here, it says to spread it out, and then you're going to, let's see, and then you're gonna, like, kind of just like wiggle it around and that, but it doesn't seem to work that well for me. So let me spread it out a little bit more, and then I'll try to get it as even as I can by jiggling the pan here. I hope these turn out, I hope they taste good. I really do, because the smell is amazing. So, but that's what it says to do. Whether that's working very well or not, you want to make sure that you get a nice, somewhat thin layer, they said. That way it kind of cooks evenly. So we'll get this spread out. And then you get to put it in the oven, and then you get to wait 6 hours for it. How fun! I'm sure there's lots to be done in 6 hours. I know I have things that I have to do. like laundry and clean and more laundry. You know, when you live in a house full of men, that's what you got to do. So, all right. So that's about as even, I think, as I can get it. Just wiggling it like that. Yep, that'll work. All right. Actually, I'll tilt it a little bit. All right, so I'm going to put this in the oven for 6 hours. So I will see you guys again on here in 6 hours, which it is almost 9 o'clock here. So what is that? About 3 o'clock my time. So I will see you guys at 3 o'clock my time. Hope these turn out. All right, so it is 12:20 and it's been a few hours since I checked in with y'all. It's actually 12:21 now. So we are going to take a look at our fruit roll-ups. They still have about 3 hours, a little under 3 hours left, but they smell really good and it's looking good. So, yep, we will see at about close to 3 o'clock is when I will be taking them out. All right, you guys, it's been 6 hours later and I don't know, they're still not, like, it's supposed to be, like, kind of sticky, but not, like, and it's just not, it doesn't seem like it's setting up properly. So what I did was I cranked the heat up to 200 and I'll leave it in there maybe for another hour and I'll see what happens. But I don't know, guys, this might be a mom win on this one, not a pin win. So I don't know. We shall see. All right, so the pumpkin apple fruit leather is all done and it smells amazing. And the texture is just like a fruit roll-up, and it did take a little bit longer than 6 hours to cook, and I will get into that in just a moment. But I'm going to try it first. So let's take a piece. Has a really, really good flavor, and the texture is just like a fruit roll-up, fruit leather, whatever you want to call them. So the taste is really, really good. So I will give a thumbs up to the taste, but I did have some issues with the baking part. So let me show you. All right, so this is the problem I had with the baking part of this pin. The middle did not set. It did not dry out like the rest of the pan did. Actually, the edges dried out better than the middle, and I had it all pretty much, you know, one layer. So this part of it just did not set up, didn't dry out. So everything that I have on this plate is pretty much the outer edges of the fruit roll-up. So yeah, that was the problem with the baking. Alright, so as you can see, the baking process to make this fruit leather was a fail, but the taste part was a thumbs up. So I would have to give this pin a draw. Nobody won, nobody lost. So if you guys give this pin a try, please let me know in the comments below and let me know how it turned out for you. Maybe there's something that I did wrong, or maybe there's something I could have done differently. Alright, that'll do it for this edition of Mom vs. Pin. I will see you in my next video. So you guys have a great day. Bye!